In this episode of Three Man Abroad, we're going to highlight some of the do's and don'ts of London, starting it off, of course, with the London Eye. Now, albeit it may be amazing to look at, £30 is way too much for a panoramic view of London. Instead, you can
come here instead to Sky Gardens. Now, this place offers amazing panoramic views of the city. If you're a little bit thirsty too, you can even grab a drink at the Sky Bar. Now, you can book a free ticket online where it goes from 10 to 6 during the weekdays and 11 to 9 on the weekends. On to the next spot. Alright guys, so for the next don't on our list, don't just decide to book all kinds of boat tours that take you across the Thames, yeah? You want to be getting on an Uber boat. Not sponsored, by the way, but the reason why is, for starters, they come more frequently, they're cheaper, they stop at more spots around the Thames, which go from Westminster all the way to Greenwich. So you can literally explore London the whole day in one ride. Another don't is Madame Tussauds. Now, don't get me wrong, it is one of the most reputable exhibitions in London, but there are so many other places you could go to experience the true culture of Britain. Instead,
I come here instead. This is the British Museum, one of many all across London, inclusive, of course, of the V&A, the Natural History Museum, and the National Gallery in Trafalgar Square, exhibiting art and artifacts all across this rich history of Europe, UK, and the world itself. And of course, the side bonus is free. So come check it out. Alright, so a massive don't in London is visiting Leicester Square. Bottom line is actually just filled with franchises, and albeit, yes, it's all nice and colourful, what is it? It's View, Burger King, and a strip club. But instead,
wait, what?
You can
come here instead to Chinatown, man. You can tell by the name already, you know what's good, man. Filled with tradition and culture. And you can even hear from the background, man. We are in the hustle and bustle, baby. Come on.
Instead of spending an expensive evening in Mayfair, you could
come to a street food market. All right, so we're at Greenwich Market right now, and there's so much on offer, right? From South American food to Southeast Asian to sweets to savories, drinks, you name it, for a fraction of the price. Alright guys, so on our next don't get one of these tour buses. Now look, don't get me wrong, you can get some iconic views of the city getting on one of these, but instead you can
take this instead, the TfL bus, £1.50 for unlimited trips for up to an hour. And the interesting thing that a lot of people don't actually know, on TfL they've actually got PDFs they can download to take scenic routes all across London. Cost effective and so much better. Quick hot tip, don't bother buying an Oyster card. TfL accepts Apple Pay, Google Pay, and most contactless debit and credit cards. At the end of the day, if you're going to stay here for a week or two, granted, a travel card may save you a bit of money, but don't bother with the hassle. As long as it's contactless, you're good to go.
Alright guys, so that concludes the video. As usual, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share, hit the notification bell so you know when the next banger's popping out. Alright, Three Man Abroad out, and peace. As you can see, the last boat that takes me back home to the motherland has left. I'm stranded here with this insane moron of a human being.
108 degrees.
He thinks that the London Eye rotates at 180 degrees. Stupendous.